Hola a todo el mundo. Hello to everybody, and welcome to this webinar that we will do today here in Barcelona in the headquarters of Balseix Group. Today we are going to speak about the non-lucrative visa in Spain. We are going to speak about how it works to get this visa, how to renew it, how to modify it in the future, all the things related to the non-lucrative visa. We are very excited to do this webinar today because we know that there is a lot of people interested on this visa around the world, and we are going to share with all of you very relevant points or critical points in order to get this visa. Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Christian Balseix. I'm by birth an entrepreneur. I studied law in the Estade Law School in the Faculty of Law in Barcelona. I'm the CEO of Balseix Group. I belong to a family of lawyers here in Catalonia. My father is still practicing as well. And also I founded 6 years ago a platform, a digital platform, which is called immigrationspain.es, where we share interesting information about immigration to Spain and all the things related to it. We created this platform, which is related or connected with Balseix Group, because we saw that there was a need in our country, in Spain, to explain in a positive, easy, and in English facts and laws and procedures on how to immigrate to Spain and all the things related, such as legal, business, and taxes. I'm also a diplomat. I'm a member of the Barcelona Consular Corps, and I'm very connected with all the international community in Spain. So this would be my introduction. As I said before, at the beginning, we are going to speak about the non-lucrative residency permit, and please stay with us until the end, because at the end, we will explain the key to do this perfectly. So I advise you to wait, to listen all the presentation, because at the end, we have the surprise, and the surprise is how to make it happen. And after this introduction, we are going to start with a beautiful thing. Why to get the non-lucrative residence permit? Well, of course, everybody has an image about Spain. To live in Spain is fantastic. We are probably the best country, the #1 country in the world to live in. Why? We have beautiful landscape, we have an excellent weather, we have an international community in cities like Barcelona. It's very cosmopolitan, so you can integrate easily. We have best international schools. We have 3 universities in the top 5 internationally. Also, Barcelona and Madrid especially, and also Valencia and probably Malaga, they are starting to become hubs to create your own business, digital business, and other things related. Spain is also a good place to do business. We are in the middle of between Africa, Europe, South America, and Asia, more or less. Not Asia, perhaps not, but at least we are in this strategic point. And as you can see, people from Spain, we are fantastic, friendly, intelligent, beautiful, and ready to help you to come here. Well, the non-lucrative has been since more than 5 years ago one of the best ways for expats, for foreigners, to come to Spain. Our clients, we have 3 typologies of people who wants to come to Spain. There is some people that they want to come to Spain because they want to retire in Spain. They are 60, 65, and they say, look, I want to move to a country where I will be happy, with good weather, with good wine, with good beaches, with good landscapes, with everything easy, everything close. And this profile of people, one of the options is the non-lucrative. We have another profile of people that is people that they have kids, and they say, look, I have kids, and I want to take 2 or 3 years, sabbatical years, to be in Barcelona with my kids. I have enough money to live in Spain without work, and I want to spend this time with my family. We have this typology of clients as well. And we have a third typology. I'm a young person, I have 20, 30 years old, I have enough money, I say, look, I want to change my life, I want to come to Spain, I want to come to Europe, I want to come to the best country to relax, to think, to start developing new ideas. So this profile also, they can apply for the non-lucrative. So basically we have three profiles of people: the people who wants to retire, people who wants to enjoy with the family in Spain, and people who wants to change their life and to come to another country. When they want to do this, there is a barrier, no? They say, oh, it's going to be very difficult, I have many doubts, the legal procedure, Spanish people, perhaps the procedure is very bureaucratic, but at the end, when they hire Balsais, or when we help them with all the procedure, they see that it's not that difficult with the assistance of a law firm. And after all, the clients, they start a new life, they enjoy the country, they have their visa, their permit, and they are extremely satisfied with the decision. I have to tell you one thing: we handle a lot of clients from all around the world, from the United States, from Canada, from South America, from Russia, from Egypt, from Saudi Arabia, from Australia, from New Zealand, everywhere. And since now, 12 years after we started with this, I cannot remember any client that said, I did a mistake by coming to Spain, or I'm not happy with the decision. So this means something, no? That this is a good decision to come to Spain, to reside, to do it through the non-lucrative residency permit. The only stopper is that people used to think that it's going to be a complicated process, and it's not. And what is good of Spain also, is that, well, we have clients from all around the world: Russian speakers, English speakers, French speakers, Arabic speakers. And besides, each culture is different, which is something that everybody says, that it's a country that they feel like at home, that they are integrated easily, they socialize easily, the food is good, the people is good, the movement into the country is easy. So this is something very interesting from our clients, that besides different cultures, Spain is a country that adapts to everybody, or everybody likes it. Before we start with the presentation, let me tell you that the Spanish legal system regulates the non-lucrative residency permit in the Reglamento de la Ley Orgánica aprobado por el Real Decreto 557/2011 de 20 de abril, and it's in the articles 45 to 49. This is just in case you want to see where is regulated. You can check these articles, the basis of the procedure. Going into the procedure, the process has 4 steps. The first step is to prepare all the immigration file. There is a list of documents that you have to prepare. From consulate to consulate, it differs a little bit, the documents, but the law is the same for everybody. But each consulate in each country, on each region of the country, does his own additional points that they consider important. So the process has 4 steps. The first step is to prepare the file, around 1 month to prepare all the documents, legalize, translate, prepare the motivation letter, etc. Once the file is prepared, you have to go to the consulate. We send you all the package of documents by post. All the communication before it's done by email, WhatsApp, Skype, phone, and you go to the consulate and you apply for the visa. And normally it takes around 2 months until the consulate decides to approve the residence permit. Once the visa is approved, you have 3 months to come to Spain in order to process the residency permit, the ID, the residence card of Spain. Spain, remember, is a country of the European Union, so this card also will have effects on the 27 countries of the Schengen area, which are connected with Spain. Main requirements. Basically, there is 3 blocks of documents. The first block of documents would be the forms, the visa form and the residency form, and the immigration fee. The visa and the residency form, they are very similar. You just need to put name, surname, telephone, profession, address, and select the option, non-lucrative in this case. And the immigration fee, it depends on the country. It's between 200 to 600 euros per person, depends on the country. And this would be the first part of the documents. The second part of the documents would be the bureaucratic documents, such as criminal background check with apostille or legalized, medical doctor certificate, and if you come with your family, birth certificate of the kids and marriage certificate of the person with whom you are married. Two important things: everything has to be legalized with apostille, and the second thing, the criminal records and the marriage certificate, they need to be issued for the last 90 days. This would be the second part of the documents. First part would be the forms and the fees. The second part would be the bureaucratic documents, as I said. And the third part, the most important, the reason why you will become a non-lucrative resident in our country. You need to prove that you have enough money to live in Spain without work. For one person, it's 27,115 euros, and each additional family member, 6,778 euros. This you need to prove that you had in your bank account for the last 6 to 12 months. Plus, if you have regular incomes from dividends, rentals, whatever, you can also include a pension. You can also include as a proof of resources. And additionally, you need to hire a private medical insurance, which will cost around 60 to 100 euros per person per month. This insurance, very important. It cannot be international insurance. It has to be an insurance licensed by a Spanish company. If it has effects internationally, good, but it's important that the company who insures you is licensed and constituted in Spain. And the last thing, we also, some consulates, they don't request this, but we always prepare a motivation letter where we explain two things. First thing, why we want to come to Spain. In this, it's very open. You can say about because the weather, the country, the country, the food, the people, the health, whatever. It can be very personal. And the second thing, you have to declare that you are not going to work in Spain. You cannot perform any professional or labor activity with Spanish companies in Spain. This is very important as well. So motivate the intentions to come and to clarify that you are not going to work. Benefits of this permit, of the non-lucrative. Well, the benefit is that you will become a resident. So you will be able to live all the year in our country. You can bring your family. You can get access in the future for the permanent residency, the long-term residency. You can even at some point apply for the citizenship. With this permit, you can buy a property. You can study. You don't need to do a big investment like in the investor's visa of $500,000, and you have the freedom to travel in the European Union, 27 countries in Schengen area. How to renew the permit? Well, the first renewal is for 2 years, the second renewal is for 2 years, and then we go into 5 years. So it's 1 + 2 + 2 + 5. To renew it, you don't need to do it through your country of origin. You can do it in Spain, in the immigration office of the place where you are living. Basically, you need to show the same, but the renewal is for 2 years. You need to show double what you showed, then again double what you showed, and then when you go to the 5 years, you don't need to show anymore the money. And another important thing with the non-lucrative, you can come and reside for 1 year without the possibility to work, and after this year, you could switch if you want to the business permit if you want to develop your own business, or for a work permit if you get an offer from a Spanish company. So the first year, you are not authorized to work or to do a business. After the first year, if you want, you can submit a business plan to the authorities of immigration to get a business permit, or you can submit a work contract with a Spanish company to work in Spain. How about taxes if I become resident in Spain? Well, here also it's a very important question, and a lot of people, when they decide to come to Spain to live, is the first thing they ask, or the second. The first, how to come, and the second, I will pay taxes. Well, here there is 2 things to consider. If you are living in our country, in Spain, more than 183 days during the natural year, from 1st of January to 31st of December, you are tax resident in Spain. And to be tax resident in Spain means you need to do the 720, it's an informative declaration of assets.
You need to do the wealth tax if you have wealth above $500,000 or 700,000 euros, depending on the region. You need to do also the personal income tax declaration in case you have incomes. This would be in general. To do taxes, for the taxes, we have a specialist in our office, and we do also webinars more focused on this if you need to clarify things, and also in our blog we have information. To this general rule, there is the exception, the double convention agreement between countries. So if you come from the United States, for example, Spain has signed an agreement with the US on regards to the residency status, and with most of the countries, Spain has this agreement. So we will need to go to the convention to see if there is any exception on your personal situation. And well, why to ask a lawyer, why to ask Balsage Group to do this? Well, with us, you win in 9 points. First point, we will speed the file because we know what to do. So you will not lose time searching, researching, doing mistakes. Second thing, we will secure the file. So we will be sure that all what we have is all what the embassy and the consulate needs. Third thing, we will be supporting you, advising you during all the process, where you have to go to the left, to the right, straightforward, this is good, this is bad, this is you need to change. Fourth thing, you will not miss any document. A lot of clients that they try to do by themselves, the non-lucrative, they go to the consulate and say, no, we cannot accept your file. There is missing this, this, and this. With us, with Balsage, we will be sure that you bring all the documents requested, all the copies, all the documents signed, etc. Number 5, we solve any problem immediately. We are very focused on each file. You will have a lawyer who will be not 24/7, but he will be he will be at your disposal for any minor or major thing that you have in order to correct it. Number 6, we know the consulates, we know the public administration, so we know how they will what they will ask in New York, the consulate. We know what they will ask in Canada, in Toronto, the consulate. We know how they work in each consulate, and because of the practice of a lot of years and a lot of clients doing this with us, and also we know the public administration in Spain. Once you get the approval and you come here to get the TIE, the residency card, we know how to do this as well. And number 7 is that we do all online, so we don't need to meet, we don't need to be physically nowadays. As you may know, it's we are used to do this online with the clients. We know what they will understand better, in what we have to focus more, and this is very important as well, that you will see that you have somebody behind you helping and pushing to get it done. The 8th and 9th thing, it's the same. You will get a friend. Your first friend in Spain will be Balsage, because we will be with you as a friends and as a professionals to make it happen. We are offering this month a free personal legal advice in case that you hire the non-lucrative residency permit. You will get a free consultation that it will be included in the fee for our service. So take the advantage of this, and if you are ready, contact us, and we will be happy to start with the process. And now we give time. We will stop for 2 minutes, and then you can put the questions, and we will answer 10 of these questions. So we will be in 2 minutes. We will be back. Okay, thanks for waiting. And now we are going to go through the 10 questions that I promised, and this was the surprise. The surprise was that you have the right today to ask a question, and we will answer you here very good. Okay. About wine. About the money available, is there an amount required monthly from pensions as well as the amount shown? Well, the law says that you need to show at least what we said, 27 plus 7, and this would be during the last 6 to 12 months, plus they say regular incomes. If you have a savings and the pension, fantastic, because you have both, but with the savings it's enough. With the regular incomes, it's enough. It does not come from a professional work, but it's better to have at least the savings. Question 1. Question 2. Richard Joseph. How do you prove your funds? Bank statement or capital investment? Well, both. Some consulates, they ask to have the money in bank statement, at least the minimums, and additionally to show the capital investments. Why? Because they know that the bank statement, this money, you can use it freely and easily. The capital investment, they know that you have to take it out, and some capital investments, it takes time to do it. So if you have both, better. Question number 3, Zakaria Marov. Is it 100% sure to have the possibility to get the authorization after 1 year? Well, after 1 year of non-lucrative, if you get a work offer or a business or you want to do your business, pues you submit it, and 100% no, because it's not me and it's not you, it's going to be the immigration office. But if you have the requirements, it should work. Question 4, Carlos Andres Lopez. During the first year, I guess I can continue working remotely for a company on site in Spain, right? What I can say to you is that according to our law and according to the criteria of the consulates, with the non-lucrative residency permit, you are not authorized to work in Spain for Spanish companies. So you are not authorized to do a professional or labor activity in Spain. Some consulates, they explain this on a more strict way. Some consulates, they explain this on a more open. But in theory and in practice, you are not authorized to work at all in Spain. Marcela Paz Risca Correa. Now I will change to Spanish, or I will do the question in English and the answer. Could I buy a property in Spain and obtain incomes? Yes, with the non-lucrative, you are authorized to buy a property in Spain. You can buy a property. Actually, a lot of people, they do so. And yeah, no problem. Question number 6. I need to travel back and forth. What proof do you require to show minimum 100 days in country? Well, this is a thing important as well. To renew the permit, you need to at least live each natural year, 183 days, plus to prove the money and the insurance. So you, and the control of the days, normally they are doing through the passport. Number 7, with the non-lucrative visa, will I be able to travel back and forth to the US? Yes, actually the visa is for this as well. The residency permit is to be able to enter and go back without any restrictions. But remember that you will have to be at least 6 months per year, 183 days per natural year in our country. 8, I was told I have to apply at the consulate in Ottawa. How do you address that? Yes, to get the non-lucrative, Wayne, if you are resident of Ottawa or Toronto, sorry, if you are resident of Ottawa, you need to apply at the embassy in Ottawa, and well, we can help you with everything. Number 9, Rob Baker. If you want to attend the non-lucrative, can you volunteer at some work in Spain? The law does not go into the details. It says that you cannot work at all with the non-lucrative residency permit in the Spanish, in our country, in our jurisdiction, Spain. And number 10, last question. I am married to a British citizen. My wife owns a property in Spain. I'm 66 years old, South Africa. Well, pues you can apply for the residency, for the non-lucrative residence permit. Okay, well, here we finish this webinar. Thank you to everybody for attending it. Remember, with Valseis Group, we make the process enjoyable. We make it simple and it happens. They get the permit. My clients get the permit. Our clients get the permit. Our clients, they are living here with the non-lucrative and they are enjoying the country. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being here with us. And don't forget, you can send us an email. You can visit our website. You can call in our office phone from 9 till 6. You can send us a WhatsApp. You can check our YouTube channel, valseisgroup.com, Valseis Group. You can check our website platform, immigrationspain.es. And anything, don't doubt. Spain is fantastic, and the non-lucrative residency permit is the way if you have the funds to come to our country. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias y hasta la próxima.